Here's the thing I figured out the hard way. Marriages don't explode all at once. They fade little by little, almost without you noticing, like a tiny chip in your windshield that keeps growing until the whole glass gives out. But the night everything finally shattered? That one started out completely ordinary. I walked in from work a little later than normal, still mentally stuck in spreadsheets and delivery schedules. My job as a supply chain coordinator wasn't exciting, but it was steady, and I always thought steady was what kept our relationship safe. I expected the usual scene. TV on low, Emily scrolling TikTok, that vanilla lavender candle she loved filling the room with its soft scent. Except that night the house felt off. Too silent. Too empty. Then I heard her coming down the stairs, hair tossed up in a messy bun. Wearing that faded jean jacket she only pulled out when she wanted to look cute without trying too hard. Cute for someone specific. "Hey babe," she said, grabbing her little crossbody bag. "I'm meeting Sarah for ice cream. That's cool, right?" Her smile came too fast, her tone too breezy. I caught every single red flag because for months she'd been drifting away in ways so small I almost talked myself out of seeing them. I'd even asked her once, trying to keep it light, "You still like hanging out with me, right?" She'd laughed and said, "Of course, Dylan. You're just safe. That's all." Safe. That word had been stuck in my head like gum on a shoe. So when she said ice cream with her sister, I didn't fight it. I just said, "Yeah, go have fun." She gave me a quick peck on the cheek, like she was going through the motions more than feeling anything, and bolted out the door without looking back. I stood there in the kitchen staring at the fridge photos of us from better years. Before her new job kept her out late, before she got addicted to those 6 a.m. boot camp classes, before her phone became Fort Knox. I was still trying to swallow that heavy feeling when my phone lit up. A text from Sarah, her actual sister. "Dylan, you home? I need to talk. It's serious." Sarah never texted first. 15 minutes later she was at my door looking like she was about to throw up. She stepped inside, twisting her hands, voice barely above a whisper. "She's not with me, Dylan. She hasn't been with me in weeks. Every time she tells you she's with me, she's lying." My stomach dropped. Lying about what? Sarah's eyes filled up. "She's been seeing some guy from her gym." The whole room went still. Not screaming, not punching walls, just dead quiet inside me. Sarah dug into her purse with shaky fingers. She left her watch at my place last week. It was still connected to her phone. The messages, "Dylan, I'm so sorry." She unlocked the screen and handed it over. The texts were endless. Heart emojis, inside jokes, late night plans. "Tonight was perfect. Wish Dylan wasn't home so you could come over right now." My fingers went ice cold. Sarah was crying. I tried to talk to her. She said she deserved to feel alive again. Alive. That's what she called it. Then Sarah's phone buzzed. A text from Emily. "On my way, sis. Save me a spot. Dylan thinks I'm with you." Sarah looked at me in horror. "She thinks I'm covering for her. She really believes you'll never know." Something inside me locked into place, cold, sharp, and completely focused. "Take a picture with me," I told Sarah. "Huh. Just do it." She leaned in, eyes red, while I stared straight into the camera like nothing was wrong. I sent it to Emily with the caption, "Your ice cream date's right here with me. Lies melt faster than dessert." Message delivered. That's when the real story started. Not her affair, but what I did next. Revenge I never thought I was capable of. 2 minutes later the 3 dots appeared, vanished, appeared again. She was panicking. Good. For the first time in months my head was clear. No second guessing, no guilt. No, maybe I'm overreacting. Just ice-cold clarity. But I wasn't about to lose it and give her the big dramatic fight she could twist later. My plan needed patience and precision. Sarah sat on the couch watching me like I was a bomb. "You okay?" "I will be." My phone kept blowing up. What is that supposed to mean? "Why are you with my sister?" Not one I can explain, or it's not what you think. She already knew exactly what I knew. I turned the screen off and looked at Sarah. I'm going to act completely normal when she gets home. We waited. I wiped down counters that were already clean, just to keep my hands busy. Then the front door opened. Emily froze the second she saw Sarah on the couch and me leaning against the kitchen island, perfectly calm. "Hey," she said, voice small, trying way too hard to sound casual. "What's going on?" Sarah asked, ice in her tone. Emily's eyes bounced between us. Why are you both acting so weird? I spoke softly. Where'd you end up getting ice cream? Her jaw tightened. I told you, with Sarah. I nodded slowly. Right. Emily turned to Sarah, pleading. Tell him it's not a big deal. Tell him. You weren't with me, Sarah cut in. You haven't been with me in months. Emily went white. I slid my phone across the coffee table, the selfie still on the screen. You weren't there, I said quietly. And we both know where you actually were. Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. That silence was every lie she'd ever told crashing down around her. I stepped back. I'm going to bed. Sleep wherever you want. The look on her face, pure shock, was better than any screaming match. I didn't check on her. I didn't go downstairs when I heard her crying. I just lay in the dark, mapping out every move of the quiet, devastating revenge she'd never see coming. She wanted excitement. She was about to get it. Just not the kind she had in mind. I barely slept. Morning came gray and slow. I showered, shaved, got dressed like it was any other day. Downstairs, Emily was curled up on the couch, still in last night's clothes, mascara streaked, looking like she'd been hit by a truck. Dylan, she croaked. I poured coffee and didn't look at her. Can we talk? About what? You know what. Then say it. She searched for any way out and came up empty. Tears started. I made a mistake. One mistake? Or months of them? She covered her face. I never wanted to hurt you. That's a lie and we both know it. She looked up, desperate. I was lonely. I felt stuck. But we can fix this. I set my mug down gently. You should have fixed it before you picked someone else. She reached for me. I stepped back. Please, I don't want to lose you. You already did. She crumpled. I grabbed my keys. Where are you going? To start living my life again. Something you forgot how to do. I walked out and left her shaking in the hallway. Outside, the air tasted different, cleaner. I got in the car and drove to my buddy Alex's place. He's the kind of friend who doesn't need the whole story. You good, man? He asked when he saw my face. Need the spare room for a few days. Done. I brought absolutely nothing from the house. No clothes, no toothbrush, nothing. Let her stare at my empty closet and feel it. Once I was settled, I sent her one text. I'm safe. That's all. Her reply came instantly. Where are you? Please don't do this. We can talk. I'll do anything. I left her on read. The next morning I woke up to sunlight and silence. No eggshells, no pretending. My phone was a war zone of missed calls and paragraphs, but I didn't open a single one. Mid-morning I drove back to the house. Emily was pacing by the window like a caged animal. The second she spotted my car, she flew outside. Dylan, oh my God, please. I held up a hand. Inside. She followed me like a scared kid. The second the door shut, she started word vomiting apologies, promises, anything. I waited until she ran out of air, then placed a plain white envelope on the table. She stared at it like it might bite her. What is that? Open it. Printed screenshots. Months of messages she thought she deleted. Plans, jokes at my expense, everything. Her knees gave out. She sank into a chair sobbing. No, please. I'll go to therapy, I'll quit the gym, I'll do anything. I'm filing for separation. She broke completely. Lungs heaving, begging, offering the world. I stayed calm. I'm not punishing you, Emily. I'm choosing me. I walked back to the door. Take care of yourself. And I left. That was it. No blowout fight, no public humiliation. Just quiet, unbreakable consequences. She wanted to know what life felt like without safe, predictable Dylan always waiting at home. Now she knows. And I've never felt more free.